This message reached you exactly when you needed it most. My beloved child, don't skip this, don't scroll away, and don't think for even 1 second that you landed here by accident, because this message did not chase you for no reason. It reached you at the exact moment your heart needed strength, your spirit needed confirmation, and your soul needed one final sign that heaven has not forgotten you. Listen carefully, because what is being released over your life right now is bigger than what your eyes can see. You have been carrying silent battles, hidden pressure, private tears, and questions nobody around you fully understands, but Archangel Michael says your waiting season is not empty, your delay has not been denial, and the heaviness you have been feeling is proof that something powerful is shifting behind the scenes. Don't blink, because the next few moments are meant to awaken something inside you. Heaven has been watching the way you kept going when you had every reason to quit. God saw the nights you smiled in front of people while your soul was tired. Angels heard the prayers you whispered when your voice was shaking. And now this message has reached you like a divine knock on the door of your destiny, saying, "Rise, my child, because your breakthrough is closer than your fear wants you to believe." You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. The season that tried to break you was actually preparing you for a blessing so personal, so powerful, and so perfectly timed that when it arrives, you will finally understand why heaven made you wait. Stay till the end, because there is a confirmation hidden in this message that your spirit already recognizes. Something has been moving around you quietly. Doors that were locked are beginning to loosen. People who ignored your worth are about to see your light. Situations that confused you are about to reveal their purpose. And the peace you have been begging for is already being sent toward your heart. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear the silence before the miracle, because sometimes heaven becomes quiet right before it speaks loudly." This is your sign to stop doubting the path. Stop shrinking your faith because of temporary pain. Stop believing that one setback has the power to cancel what God already wrote for you. The enemy wanted you tired, distracted, insecure, and hopeless, but heaven sent this message to remind you that you still have divine protection, divine covering, and divine permission to rise again. Boom, the weight that has been pressing on your chest is not your future. Boom, the tears you cried are not wasted. Boom, the people who underestimated you are not the authors of your destiny. Boom, the blessing with your name on it is still moving toward you. My beloved child, you needed this message because your soul has been asking, is anything changing? Is God still listening? Is my miracle still coming? And the answer is yes. Yes, heaven heard you. Yes, your prayers reached the throne. Yes, your name is still written in the book of promise. Yes, your next chapter is not going to look like your last one. What felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like loss was protection. What felt like delay was divine preparation. You are stepping into a moment where the right people, the right signs, the right opportunity, the right answer, and the right blessing will begin aligning without force. You will not have to beg what God has assigned. You will not have to chase what heaven is sending. You will not have to prove your worth to those who were never meant to walk into your future. Stay still, breathe deeply, and receive this. The storm is passing, the pressure is lifting, and your spirit is being restored. Archangel Michael stands beside you with a sword of protection, cutting away fear, confusion, betrayal, delay, and every dark whisper that tried to make you believe your story was over. Your story is not over. Your miracle is not cancelled. Your destiny is not lost. This message reached you because heaven knew you needed strength today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Something inside you has been tired, but something greater inside you is still alive. That is why you kept going. That is why you survived. That is why you are still here. And now God is saying, my child, prepare your heart, because I am about to show you that I was working even when you could not see me. Don't skip this part, because this is where your faith gets activated. The same place where you felt pain will become the place where you see proof. The same door that closed will lead you toward a better one. The same season that humbled you will become the testimony that lifts you. The same people who thought you were finished will witness you walking in peace, power, and blessing. You are entering a divine reset. Your mind is being cleared. Your energy is being restored. Your confidence is coming back. Your prayers are becoming stronger. Your heart is learning to trust again. And heaven is whispering, keep going, because what is ahead of you is greater than what tried to stop you. My beloved child, this is not just a message, this is a spiritual reminder that you are chosen, protected, guided, and deeply loved. You may not have all the answers yet, but you have heaven on your side. You may not see the full road yet, but angels are already walking ahead of you. You may not understand the timing yet, but God has never missed a moment. So lift your head. Wipe your tears. Release the fear. Let go of the thought that nothing is changing. Something is changing right now. In the unseen realm, chains are breaking. In the spiritual realm, doors are opening. In your heart, courage is returning. And in your life, a new chapter is beginning. Stay ready, because the message that found you today is proof that heaven knows exactly where you are, exactly what you need, and exactly when to send the sign. Your blessing is not late. Your miracle is not lost. Your breakthrough is not far. This message reached you exactly when you needed it most because God is reminding you, I am still with you, I am still for you, and I am not finished with you yet. My beloved child, stay with me a little longer because what you are about to hear may be the very confirmation your heart has been searching for. There are moments in life when everything seems uncertain, when doors appear closed, when answers refuse to come, and when the silence feels louder than any voice you have ever heard. Yet Archangel Michael says this is often the exact moment when heaven is closest. The reason this message continues to reach you is because your spirit is standing at the edge of a turning point. You may not see it yet, but something significant is already unfolding. The seeds you planted through faith, patience, kindness, and perseverance have not disappeared into the ground. They have been growing in places your eyes could not reach. Every prayer, every tear, every act of courage has been recorded. Nothing has been wasted. Heaven does not forget what earth overlooks. Listen carefully because this part is important. The enemy wanted you to believe that because progress was slow, nothing was happening. He wanted you to mistake preparation for abandonment. He wanted you to look at temporary circumstances and call them permanent realities. But Archangel Michael says the story is changing. The page is turning. The chapter that felt endless is reaching its conclusion. Boom, unexpected favor is being prepared. Boom, opportunities are moving closer. Boom, peace is replacing anxiety. Boom, strength is rising where exhaustion once lived. You have spent too much time questioning your worth because of situations that never had the authority to define you. Your value was never determined by who left, who doubted, who rejected, or who failed to recognize your light. Your value was established the moment heaven breathed purpose into your life. My beloved child, there are blessings coming that will not require you to force anything. What belongs to you will recognize you. What God has assigned to your journey will find its way to you. Stop measuring your future by your current circumstances. Stop allowing temporary storms to convince you that the sun has disappeared forever. Even now, while you are listening to these words, unseen forces are aligning details you could never arrange on your own. Conversations are taking place. Doors are being prepared. Paths are being cleared. Answers are moving. You asked heaven for a sign, and heaven answered by bringing this message directly into your path. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. Archangel Michael says there is a reason your spirit felt drawn here. Deep inside, part of you already knows that your breakthrough is closer than it appears. You can feel it in those moments when hope unexpectedly returns. You can feel it when a strange sense of peace arrives without explanation. You can feel it when your heart whispers that something good is coming even when logic says otherwise. Do not ignore those moments. Those moments are reminders that heaven is speaking. My beloved child, some of the greatest blessings arrive after the hardest battles because difficult seasons teach lessons that comfortable seasons never could. You have learned resilience. You have learned patience. You have learned how to keep walking when the road was unclear. You have learned how to believe even when evidence was limited. Those lessons were not punishments. They were preparation. And now the preparation is beginning to transform into reward. Stay till the end because there is something heaven wants you to remember. You are stronger than you think. You have survived days you once believed would break you. You have carried burdens that others never saw. You have endured disappointments that would have caused many people to quit. Yet you are still here. That alone is proof that there is more strength inside you than you realize. Archangel Michael says your survival was never random. You were preserved for a purpose. Protected for a purpose. Guided for a purpose. The next season of your life is not about barely getting through. It is about stepping forward with renewed faith, renewed confidence, and renewed expectation. Imagine what becomes possible when you stop focusing on what went wrong and start believing that something greater is on the way. Imagine what happens when fear loses its grip and hope takes its place. Imagine what changes when you begin to trust that heaven is still writing your story. That moment is closer than you think. My beloved child, receive this blessing now. May your heart be filled with peace where anxiety once lived. May your mind be filled with clarity where confusion once ruled. May your path be filled with opportunities that align with your highest good. May every delay that served its purpose be released. May every door that belongs in your future begin to open at the right time. And may you never forget that the message that found you today was not an accident. It arrived because heaven knew exactly what your spirit needed to hear. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. Keep expecting good things. The same God who carried you through yesterday is already standing in your tomorrow, preparing blessings you cannot yet see. And when the moment arrives, you will look back at this season and realize that even in the silence, heaven was working all along. My beloved child, do not leave yet, because there is still something your spirit needs to hear. Archangel Michael says many people see the blessing but never understand the journey that prepared them for it. They celebrate the breakthrough but forget the battles that built the strength required to carry it. You have been walking through a season that felt longer than expected because heaven was shaping you into someone capable of handling what is coming next. If the blessing had arrived too early, you would not have understood its value. If the door had opened before now, you would not have been ready to walk through it. That is why every delay had a purpose. Every detour had a purpose. Every closed door had a purpose. Nothing was random. Nothing was meaningless. Heaven was protecting you from things you could not see and preparing you for things you could not yet imagine. Stay with me until the end because this part may change the way you see your entire story. The pain you experienced was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. The rejection was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to redirect you. The waiting was never meant to punish you. It was meant to position you. Archangel Michael says the very things that caused you to question yourself are about to become proof of how far you have come. The same obstacles that once looked impossible will soon look small compared to the strength you gained by overcoming them. Boom, what once intimidated you will no longer control you. Boom, what once made you afraid will lose its power. Boom, what once delayed you will become part of your testimony. Boom, what once looked like an ending will reveal itself as a beginning. My beloved child, heaven wants you to understand that your future is not being built by fear. It is being built by faith. Every time you chose hope instead of despair, you moved one step closer to your purpose. Every time you kept going when quitting seemed easier, you moved one step closer to your breakthrough. Every time you trusted God despite uncertainty, you strengthened the foundation beneath your destiny. You may not have noticed those small victories, but heaven noticed every one of them. Nothing escaped God's attention. Not the nights you cried. Not the mornings you struggled to get out of bed. Not the moments when you felt alone. Not the prayers spoken through tears. Heaven saw it all. And because heaven saw it all, heaven is responding. Archangel Michael says answers are coming in ways you do not expect. Some blessings will arrive quietly. Some opportunities will appear suddenly. Some breakthroughs will happen so naturally that you may not realize at first how significant they are. But when you look back, you will see the fingerprints of God on every detail. You will see how one conversation led to another. How one opportunity opened the door to something bigger. How one act of faith changed the direction of your life. My beloved child, stop worrying about how everything will happen. Your responsibility is not to figure out every step. Your responsibility is to keep believing, keep moving, and keep trusting. The same God who created the path knows how to guide you on it. The same God who placed the dream inside your heart knows how to bring it to life. The same God who protected you in the past will protect you in the future. Do not let fear convince you that you must carry every burden alone. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. Heaven is helping you even when you cannot see it. Angels are working even when you cannot feel it. Divine favor is moving even when circumstances appear unchanged. Stay till the end because there is a promise hidden here for you. The season ahead will not look exactly like the season behind you. There will be new opportunities, new strength, new wisdom, and new confidence. There will be moments when you realize that what once seemed impossible has become reality. There will be moments when gratitude replaces frustration because you finally understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. Archangel Michael says there is no need to fear what comes next. The future is not your enemy. The future is where many of your answered prayers are waiting. My beloved child, let this truth settle deep into your heart. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. Heaven has not changed its mind about you. The purpose placed within you still exists. The calling placed upon your life still exists. The blessing assigned to your journey still exists. No mistake, no delay, no disappointment has the power to erase what God has already spoken over you. Receive that truth today. Let it strengthen you. Let it encourage you. Let it remind you that your story is still unfolding. Archangel Michael says keep your eyes open because signs of movement are already appearing. Small victories will become larger victories. Tiny breakthroughs will lead to greater breakthroughs. What begins as a spark will grow into a flame. What begins as a possibility will become a reality. And when that moment arrives, you will remember this message and understand why it reached you exactly when you needed it most. The journey is not over. The blessing is not lost. The breakthrough is not delayed forever. Your next chapter is approaching, and heaven is already preparing the way to my beloved child. As this message comes to its final moments, Archangel Michael asks you to hold this truth close to your heart. You were never reading these words by accident. From the very beginning, heaven knew the exact day, the exact hour, and the exact moment your spirit would need this reminder. Long before you felt the weight of uncertainty, long before you faced the battles that tested your faith, long before the questions filled your mind, God already knew this moment would come. That is why this message found you. That is why these words reached you. That is why your eyes stopped here. Because heaven wanted to remind you one last time that you are not walking through life alone. There were days when you thought nobody understood your struggles. There were nights when you wondered if your prayers were reaching beyond the ceiling. There were moments when you questioned whether anything was changing at all. Yet through it all, God was still guiding your steps, angels were still standing watch, and your story was still moving forward even when it felt like nothing was happening. My beloved child, do not allow temporary circumstances to make permanent conclusions. Do not let one difficult chapter convince you that the entire book has been written. Your story is still unfolding. There are pages you have not read yet, victories you have not experienced yet, opportunities you have not discovered yet, and blessings you have not received yet. The future is larger than the fear trying to limit your vision. Archangel Michael says many of the answers you have been searching for are already on their way. Some are closer than you realize. Some are moving through unexpected people. Some are connected to doors you never thought would open. Some are waiting for the perfect moment to appear. Heaven is not rushing because heaven is precise. God's timing is not random. Every detail is being arranged according to a plan greater than what you can currently see. Boom, the setback was not the end. Boom, the disappointment was not the final word. Boom, the delay did not destroy your destiny. Boom, the blessing assigned to your life is still carrying your name. My beloved child, if fear has been speaking loudly, let faith speak louder. If doubt has been trying to take control, let hope rise higher. If the world has convinced you to expect disappointment, choose to expect goodness instead. You have survived too much to stop now. You have come too far to give up now. The strength that carried you through every difficult season is still within you today. The grace that protected you yesterday is still protecting you today. The God who opened doors before can open doors again. The God who made a way before can make a way again. Never forget that. Archangel Michael says there is power in your persistence. There is power in your willingness to keep moving even when you do not have all the answers. There is power in choosing faith over fear. Every step forward matters. Every prayer matters. Every act of courage matters. Heaven sees the effort that nobody else notices. Heaven sees the battles you fight in silence. Heaven sees the strength it takes for you to keep believing. And because heaven sees it, heaven honors it. My beloved child, a season of renewal is approaching. The exhaustion will not last forever. The confusion will not last forever. The waiting will not last forever. The heaviness will not last forever. Light follows darkness. Morning follows night. Breakthrough follows perseverance. And blessing follows preparation. What you are experiencing now is not the end of your journey, it is the final stretch before a new beginning. Let go of the fear that says nothing will change. Let go of the voice that says your best days are behind you. Let go of every lie that tries to convince you that your future is limited by your past. You are moving forward. You are growing stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more prepared for the life heaven has been building for you. As this message ends, receive this final blessing. May peace settle over your heart. May courage rise within your spirit. May clarity replace confusion. May hope replace discouragement. May strength replace exhaustion. May favor surround you wherever you go. May the right opportunities find you at the right time. May every door meant for your future open according to God's perfect timing. And may you always remember that even when you could not see it, heaven was working behind the scenes on your behalf. Archangel Michael says, lift your head, my beloved child. Your story is not over. Your miracle is not cancelled. Your purpose is not lost. Your breakthrough is still coming. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward knowing that the same God who brought you this far will continue guiding every step ahead. And whenever you begin to doubt again, remember this message and remember this truth. It reached you exactly when you needed it most because heaven wanted you to know that you are loved, protected, guided, and never alone. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the chapter you have been praying for.